In our fight against COVID-19 pandemic, the government of Karnataka has put in various measures. Initially, we were the first state to come on the principle of not to mix COVID and non-COVID patients. Second is we came out with a clear escalation matrix. That is that we will have the fever clinics at the base point where anybody who has any idea or any doubt or any symptoms of COVID or COVID related diseases would reach this fever clinic. And in the fever clinic, we will have a COVID rapid response team, a team of doctors who will do the clinical triage of that suspect citizen. And once they finish that clinical triage, they would then categorize the patient under safe and suspect. And those who are under the suspect category go in for swab collection, and then testing happens. They are kept in a quarantine center, and then they go on to the COVID care centers. Then they go on to the dedicated COVID healthcare centers and hospitals for further treatment. So this is what Karnataka has put in place. Now we are coming out with one more innovative step, that we want to crowdsource information. We want to arrest the case as soon as possible. So in this direction, we have discussed that we need to collect the initial symptoms of COVID-like situations, that it can be an ILI, influenza-like illness, it can be a severe acute respiratory indication, SARI, it can be a COVID suspect cases, it can be fever, allergy, and etc. etc. So in this thought process, we thought we should have a crowdsourcing tool wherein all the possible touch points where the patients go to all the private medical establishments. It can be the allopathy, it can be the Ayush, Ayurvedic, Unani on one side. It can also be the drug stores wherein people go over the counter and pick up a cough mixture, pick up a paracetamol, pick up an allergy drug or a cetirizine, etc. and etc. So the idea is to capture at the initial point, at the preliminary stages, these COVID-like symptoms and act upon them. So this novel idea of government of Karnataka made us to use technology in an efficient manner, wherein we crowdsource information from these private establishments and then the government can act upon. So in this direction, we have designed this COVID monitoring tool with specific emphasis on crowdsourcing information. So we have got in Karnataka around 22,000 odd private medical establishments in the form of allopathy and Unani, homeopathy, polyclinics, etc. On the other side, we have got around 41,000 pharmacies and druggists spread across Karnataka. So today in this presentation, I would like to show you how simple this tool has been designed, what is the information we are collecting, and then the collected information goes on to our call center, and we've got our set protocols, how we proactively reach out to the suspect cases and then test them, then confine them and do the rest of the processes. So we will look at this reporting of ILI, SARI, COVID-19 suspect cases, and the information is going to come from the private medical establishments, as I said, 23,000 in number, and Ayush establishments across Karnataka. So in the first stage, what we want them to do is we have created usernames and password logins to all the KPME registered practitioners in Karnataka. So the username and password are given to these KPMEs, and using their username and password, they go on to the URL, and in the URL they report cases of SARI, ILI, and COVID-19 suspect. So if you look at it, I will go on to the step-by-step process onto this. So first of all, they log on to the URL, that is kpme.karnataka.tech. Once they can open it on browsers like Google Chrome or any browser, and when they enter onto this URL, they will be taken to the login screen. In the login screen, the username and password which have been created, they will use that, and then they enter into the portal. So you can see on the screen that they enter the username and password, and when they sign into this information, they will be open to a dashboard. And in the dashboard, you can see there are two sets of information which the KPME gives us. It is these establishment guys gives us. It is the patient information and end of the day report. Similarly, they can look at information what is available, the patient information that they have data entered, and end of the day report. So in this next few slides, I would take you in detail to understand what we need to do on this platform. So if you look at adding patient information, as and when a patient enters the KPME premise and when they are diagnosed with any of these illness such as ILI or SARI or COVID-19 suspect, the doctor or the medic out over there will inform on this portal what is the name of the patient, the mobile number of the patient, and under which category this patient falls. So he will decide whether the patient falls in the category of ILI, SARI and COVID-19. Others we are not interested. It is only in these three categories that we are interested. And the next fourth information is what treatment did that doctor or that medic prescribe is what we need to understand. So please look at the screen. I will go step by step. So first you will click the add patient information, and then you come on to this screen. You enter the patient's name over here, and once you put the patient's name and the patient's mobile number, the patient category you will choose. In this case I have chosen ILI, and then you will choose, please select the treatment. So if you choose ILI, there are three prescribed treatments. One is you as a paramedic decide, or a medic, you decide that this is the medicine I am giving him, and I have advised him that by you take rest for 14 days and home quarantine. That is your advice. So you will choose that as one of your treatment, or you may say that I will admit him to my hospital. That is the second level of treatment you can do. The third level of treatment is that you may prescribe him to another hospital or ask him to call emergency 108 to find out to get a private ambulance and go to another hospital. So these three treatments is what you select, and you indicate on the portal that so and so person with so and so number, so and so patient category is an ILI patient category, and the treatment given to him is this. So this is what you inform to us. So similarly, when you choose SARI, you get to know that there are two options, and in case of COVID-19 suspect, there is only one option, that you call the emergency to take him for COVID-19 testing. So this is in the framework that three categories are there, and for each category what are the treatment types which are specified, you will inform us on the portal. So when you go and to view what you have informed, you can see that in the course of the day, this is the patient who has come, this is his mobile number, these are all whom I have referred to the government of Karnataka. Very importantly, we have made this second reporting from you, that is the end of the day report, because there is a difference between not reporting and nil reporting. Not reporting is you don't care a damn for it, you don't just keep quiet. But when it is a nil reporting, you are very consciously, you are positively informing us that in the course of the day today, you have not seen an ILI case, you have not come across a SARI case, you have not come under a COVID-19 suspect case, you are informing. So that is why we said the end of the day report will be a pre-filled format where you don't have to do much. Whatever you have informed in the patient data, the abstract will be seen. The abstract will be seen on the screen for you. For in this case, you can see it is 0000. That means none of these category of patients are visited to you. You just confirm the information. So my dear friends, please understand that the end of the day report is a very, very important report which you will report to the government, saying that in your jurisdiction, the patients who have visited you, none of them fall in ILI, SARI or COVID-19 cases. So this end of the day report will give us a sense of saying that you are partnering very positively with us, reporting very sincerely to us, and then we need not worry. But in case if you have informed somebody on a SARI or a COVID-19 suspect, our protocols will pick that person, taking his mobile number, tracking him down, picking him, giving him the necessary support systems he wants. Healthcare management will be done by us. So this is what is all about this monitoring tool, that you report on as and when a patient comes, you report to us when he has come, if he is in that category, and end of the day you report to us that these are the number of patients on whole I have seen. So what happens to this information? This information which you have given from your establishment side comes to the district call center, it comes to the state call center. We will have a complete abstract in our control room. We will see what is the reporting pattern, is it spreading, is it more, is it less, what action. So it will help us make policy decisions much more effectively. It will make us to act more proactively in this system. So it is a very, very important decision which we are asking you to do over here. So some of the friends asked whether this has to be done only through a laptop. No, it can be done on your mobile phone. With your smartphone you can do this. It just takes you not more than 1 minute to update and data. So open up your mobile phone, do that, put up that URL, and you can start going informing us on what it happens. Very importantly, and the last part of my presentation is updating your profile. So when you click on this button on updating the profile, we will take you to the screen. Whatever information is available is posted there. You are at liberty to do the changes. You can choose your address, you can change your mobile number, you can do this, and more importantly, you must change your password. So then you become the complete owner of this, because information coming from your account, you will be responsible. So please change your password. And with this reporting is mandatory. This is compulsory that you inform partner us. And my sincere humble request to you is that please don't take this lightly, because this is your contribution in fighting COVID-19 pandemic. You are joining hands with the government of Karnataka. You are strengthening us by being our ears and eyes in the field and reporting to us, such that we proactively reach out to COVID or COVID suspect cases and do our necessary protocols to contain and fight the COVID pandemic. And at the last, this is the process: you log out. I once again thank you for joining us in this presentation, appreciating and understanding and why we are doing this and why this tool is being made such that there's a seamless flow of information from you to us out over here. And I hope this journey in the coming days, we will all join hands with the government of Karnataka and make this program a big success. Thank you.